Hello, why are you creeping on Remy?
Welcome to the Solstice Spittoon Hot Tough area.
Hello?
I'll sick my wife on you. Don't bully me. My spittoon is not salty. I'm just salty.
Welcome to the salty spittoon. How salty are ya?
He's nuts.
Oh my.
That's very salty indeed. Can they hear us? I hope they can.
I don't know if they can hear us or not, but if they can, good for them.
Wait, is the stream back?
They can
I
hear
think
us.
it
I
is.
checked.
That's good. So everyone knows your bottom,
Cascade
Toto.
into madness.
Oh.
A verse. I'm just too lazy right now to do anything. And hot.
Yeah. Is it back? Am I still stuck in the void?
No, you're the only one we can see.
Uh,
I think
Mhm.
Vivi started her VTube studio, so you can't see us.
That's because
And
I'm
this God reduced Adam's now.
cool.
What kind of voice should I give Ingrid?
Can you do
I'm
any cool accents or voices?
Oh yeah, I can do lots of voices. I have a very flexible voice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Do one. Right now.
Get out of my swamp.
Holy!
See?
I
have a very flexible voice, okay?
I can do my normal voice, or I could be a complete bottom. There's that. And the southern lady and terrible British. I can go Cockney, but it won't make any sense. I could just start speaking Japanese and confuse everyone too, but I don't want to bully them.
Voice like this. I don't think this really fits the character, though.
I can't show
My Hero Academia.
Oh my gosh! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Hello, my name is Deku. It's very nice to meet you.
Holy crap!
How he sounds, though.
don't know. I think Deku's voice is a bit, higher pitch. I'm just kidding. Like, because that was a joke.
Then I'll be Bakugo. Blah blah blah. Explosions. I'm so angry.
Hello? I gotta be honest.
Hello. Okay,
Hi.
None of you could hear me. I don't know why. I had to mess with stuff and it made it work.
Okay.
That completely killed my internet that time. I had to restart my PC to get it working again.
We're good.
At least my PC boots up fast.
All's well that ends well. And speaking of voices, I can do a
It
pretty
says
good,
someone is logged in as the game master. Why does it say someone is logged in as the game master?
I am assuming direct control. No, it's not me. I don't know.
Do we only log out and log back in?
What the fuck is this?
Let's just all log out and log back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone just log out, log in. Let Vivi log in first, and then we just join and we'll be fine. It happens, Vivi. It happens.
I know, but it's very funny. It'll eventually realize. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to do something else for VTube Studio next time. I don't know why it didn't happen previously. Like, I don't know why it didn't work previously.
Staticky on your mic right now.
What?
Vivi's mic is a little staticky.
I assume that's just because I'm being loud.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want us to give us your PNGs instead of working VTube Studio then?
I'll just do Fugi. You have Fugi set up, right?
Yeah. Do you have our Foogies?
Yes, I have the links right there. I'll set it up real quick.
All right. Then I'll close VTube Studio.
Dang. I think the key is we have to have everyone in it and have it all running before the stream starts, or it'll interrupt the.
Yeah, I think OBS. Yeah, like I said, I think OBS and VTube Studio are fighting over the internet because it's like when someone joins.
Mm-hmm.
I think next time we need to meet earlier. Make sure we can get it all set up.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, the paper would burst into flames spontaneously. It's okay. We're in the empty void of space. There's no oxygen, so it can't burn.
I mean, yeah, If something goes down again too, we can always figure it out and put it back up. It's fine. It only takes a few seconds.
Yeah, I usually try to start things 30 minutes early, but I was a little bit busy because
You're good.
Yeah.
I was in an interview too, so I get it. Were you What's your internet like, Toto? Because that could be another factor too.
My internet is generally really good though. I get a really good download upload speed.
That's
Still thinks the game master. It still thinks someone else is logged in. It still thinks someone is logged in as game master and will not let me log in.
It
Weird.
must be your other account then.
Yeah, let me.
We're not logged
Yeah,
in at
I'm
all.
logged out of the Foundry.
I'm logged out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I am just sitting
Ow.
here in the void.
Alone.
I suppose in the meantime, I'll set up everyone's Fugi.
Okay.
Cause
That's a login screen.
Yeah, but for like Ingrid, I was thinking of doing like a breathier voice like this. Something more like this. Because she seems kind of shy.
Smelly.
Yeah.
Hey, Pihono. We're just working through some technical difficulties.
Yep.
Like TikTok, no difficulties, am I right?
You too are a PNG. One of us. One of us.
No.
It's okay. The 2D is the OG.
What existed first, 2D or 3D?
Well, you
It's a real
see,
question.
D.
the Big Bang.
No D.
Dang
D's.
it.
And then Toto.
Oh, at this point, is it Chibi me? I can turn it into Big Me.
How do
It
I
is
log
Chibi-U.
out of
okay.
Lancer? Because when I keep going back into the page, it just has me auto-logged in.
Well, Toto, you're looking a little chibi there.
Yeah, I'm a little Chibi.
Yeah, we've had some technical difficulties, which I'm trying to resolve.
I'm a little turtle.
Oh my god, it's finally letting me log in.
Yeah, I think I was just trying to close out of your other login.
Okay, and then I'll log in the game display.
Good news. I won the Pokemon battle that I was playing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Neat.
My Persian did really well. It's a Ololan Persian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you were playing Pokemon this whole time?
Just while we were on standby.
Banned.
Yeah. No. My Persian knows Dark Pulse and Thunderbolt. And has like nasty plot. So I can think about how best to blow you up.
Wow, you're
It's
actually
not
using
capturing it
stat
to get the
moves.
audio again, so I have
Hooray.
to mess with it to get it to do that.
It's okay.
Yeah, where's my full size?
What is wrong with my Fuji? It keeps putting... That's not even the image. What the heck? There we go.
Wait, no, Neko, I can explain.
In the future too, Toto, since it seemed she was able to connect to mine easier, I'll just run the thingy.
Okay. Not is fine. As long as your battery does not run out.
I have mine set up like yours now.
Awesome.
And it's still not capturing the audio. Why is it not doing that?
League of Legends.
Sorry, guys. First stream, I have some technical difficulties.
It seems to only sometimes want to capture the goddamn audio.
Calm down, Vivi. It's gonna be okay.
Whatever. I give up on. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna let it see. I'm just gonna let it listen to my desktop audio.
That works.
Which is not ideal.
I switched my PNG, so now I am very small.
Imagine playing League of Legends. Imagine being a support main that only plays Bard.
Man, I cannot play League of Legends. I hate that game. I'm sorry.
I hate it too.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people who play the game also hate it.
See, like, I've played League of Legends. It's fun,
okay, it's
but
finally
it's
working.
also...
No, it's just OBS is buggy about capturing browser windows.
It is.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a bio break real quick while Twitch physically forces me to run an ad.
Vivi, can you embiggen me?
But isn't that how big you are IRL?
No!
Toto is small. But I think you're taller than me though, Toto, aren't you?
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna run and take a bio break and then we can actually start!
So.
Well, I'm 5'5". Aren't you like 5'6" or something?
I'm 5'5".
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like 5'5.5", maybe.
That's roughly where I'm at too.
Okay.
I still beat you up though.
No!
I can, if you see my arms.
We're perfect height for kissing, woo.
Oh my god. My wife will fight you.
That's true, that's true.
We did opt for monogamy, by the way. We decided that's the route we're gonna go.
Oh, okay. I'll stop.
Oh, you're fine. We have a rule. Friendly flirting is okay, and since the stream still can't hear most of this, if we're interested in someone,
you can hear our like terrible secrets.
Yeah. If we're interested in someone, we'll share our fruit.
Fruit? Have your fruit?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Okay, given all the various issues we've had starting up, I am going to give my whole opening monologue again.
Okay,
we're just gonna like consider
Vivi, I'm still a little
episode.
small. Could you make my model a little bit bigger? You can scoot it down.
Yeah. Okay. There.
Makes it a little small.
Okay, I'm gonna give my whole opening monologue again.
That's him.
Okay. 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since you were woken up from stasis sleep. 3 weeks since you were given your first sight of the alien world, Chrysidium. You now hang in the void above. And 3 weeks you spent on the drudgery of shipboard tasks, yet to be offered an opportunity to stretch your legs outside the claustrophobic confines of the Rio Grande. Like any other Navy vessel, its interior spaces are only as big as they need to be. Hallways barely wide enough to squeeze past someone in, workstations crowded tight against the walls, and doorways you've got to duck through to avoid hitting your head. Almost all of it in microgravity, too. The only part of the ship where you can actually set your foot down is in the small recreation torus, mostly dedicated to various exercise equipment and tracks for keeping you healthy in your potentially very long time aboard. You suppose this is something of a mercy. The only time the ship has anything resembling gravity is when it's under thrust, and that pulls you back towards the engine. Because of this, the ship's decks are oriented more like the floors of a tower than the levels of a seagoing vessel, many accessible only by ladder when the ship is under thrust, and floating is much easier than climbing. From your perspective, you only graduated the academy recently, scarcely more than a month ago, and quickly shipped out to your new station on board. But according to Union Standard Time, it's been 1 year and 7 months, almost all of which you've spent in stasis, excepting brief rotations to keep the ship running while in near-light transit from the nearest blink gate. Captain Brigid Ferris, the rare officer who actually gets along well with the men under her command, with her laid-back but not too laid-back attitude and wealth of stories from both her naval career and her previous one as a baker, has been away for the last few days. Negotiations down on Chrysidium in the Leandran city of Nova Lycia between the LSA and the Vestan Sovereignty have dragged on, and Ambassador Banerjee requested her presence down on the surface to make a few speeches and shake a few hands. In her absence, the ship has been in command of her XO, First Lieutenant Alex Kim, a man with the single biggest stick up his ass you have ever met. At least he seems smart enough to justify it if his record of never losing a game of chess or Copcot to anyone but the shipboard NHP Rio is an indication, and he does seem to mean well. You're almost tempted to wish for something to happen, to break up the monotony of day-to-day life aboard the Rio Grande. But for now, you're busying yourself with a game of the Sparry card game Copcot, a favorite among the crew. The cards are made of a thick, rigid, fireproof plastic with backs covered in Velcro so they can actually stick to the table in microgravity. The table, too, is designed for microgravity use, with a neat set of padded bars running along the sides you can hook your legs around to keep yourself from drifting away instead of actual chairs. And there's my intro. Okay.
Okay, should we also introduce Stellyria's character since she didn't?
Oh yeah, Stelly, introduce your character, because you didn't.
Okay.
I just heard the Stelly?
Hello?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, cool beans. Okay, so my character is Garcia Allard. She is the daughter of a French noble couple. They work in what?
Your Karakan, remember?
Karakan?
Did you already forget the lore? You debts?
Trying to keep it in Google Doc. Anyway, and she grew up doing fencing, going to fencing tournaments, and they're like, hey, go through private school, and she was like, okay. Went through private school, didn't like it. People are dicks, everyone's stuck up, everyone's a piece of shit. She doesn't like rich people. She's a rich person though. So the opportunity she could get to just kind of join the academy to be able to make her own personality and form her own destiny instead of the one given to her from birth she took. Now she is the she pilots her mech, the Rose Rapier, and she goes by the call sign Freya as the duelist pilot.
Neat. Okay. So y'all are playing Copcot. Hold on.
Yeah, we've figured out that Carrie stinks at Copcot, and also, based on that 5, I think she accidentally snapped a card in half, and now she's just looking at it with horror, like after trying to bend it back into place. And she just gives like a just cheapish little smile to Ingrid.
Ingrid is looking at the two halves of the card in absolute abject horror, and is like carefully examining the like edges, seeing if she could somehow like put it back together in vain.
Meanwhile, a figure steps through the open door to the little recreation lounge, and y'all are hanging out in. Her name is Naya Raynaud. She's another mech pilot in a different squad than you, although one that's close in the command structure to yours. Your squad Baker 3, hers is Baker 2. So she climbs, so she like floats in through the door, and she's like, oh, y'all are playing Copcot? Do you have a seat for another?
Yeah. You can have mine, actually. I don't need it.
Ingrid grabs up all the cop cards and says,
So
I
I'm
don't wanna
guessing
play
you
anymore.
lost the last one.
You could say that. I think I might owe Ingrid here another card or two. I'm gonna spectate over here where I won't cause much damage.
Yeah,
Ingrid cleans up
yeah,
all
I
of her cards
imagine
and
it's
says,
hard.
play with your own
and
cards.
And I was like, yeah, I imagine it's hard to beat Aspari at their own game. Glancing at Ingrid.
Yeah, something like that. Well, if and you want, I play mean go fish.
So Naya sits down, by which I mean she hooks her legs around the bars to keep from floating away, and reaches into her pack to pull out her own deck and sets on the table. She says, by the way, I'm free because the rest of my squad's out doing exercises. My mech's needing some maintenance from the last time I got a little reckless with it. So I'm still here.
Well.
Can't you fix your own mech?
I'm not a mechanic.
That's a shame.
I gotta ask.
Okay, we all can't be polymaths. We can't all be polymaths, Ensign.
What passes for reckless?
Oh, doing a few, a little bit of unnecessary show-offishness on a practice flight. I may have, cracked off one of the toes on the hangar bay door.
You say, flying around? You got one of them Type 1 flight systems on you?
Oh, yeah. Don't you? It's standard for Navy mechs.
I opted for the, rapid burst jump jets. Oh,
yeah, for ground configuration.
Yeah. Flying around, it's something I'm still getting used to, put it that way.
I see. Yeah, I'm fresh from the academy too, although I have some experience driving Agra mechs on my home world. I always wanted to get out and see the galaxy.
You know the planet Sider then?
Sorry, what was that?
You know the planet Sider. I grew up on a planet?
I did. In fact, before I joined the Navy, I'd never seen another world. Or been off the surface of mine.
Well, it sounds like you and I got something in common.
I guess we do.
Good. Yeah.
If I recall, you're Lieutenant Calico, right?
That's what they call me. Lieutenant, squad leader.
Ensign Raynaud, although I'm not sure although I'm pretty sure you've heard my name around.
I've heard you in passing once or twice. So nice to meet you in person, Ensign. While we're off, duty, that is.
Mm-hmm. And as you're setting up the card, she starts relating. By the way, on the way here, I saw the XO storm past me in the hall. I said hi, but he just shoved me out of the way and kept going. Normally, he doesn't even have that much of a stick up his ass. I wonder what's lit a fire under it.
Oh, it's probably something wrong with the coffee machine again. The printer might be on the fridge.
Probably. He sure seems to micromanage every single issue that pops up on the ship.
Yeah, everyone needs a hobby, right?
Rest of you are awful quiet. Is your squad leader the only one who talks?
I mean, they're not really addressing us. You can't just like.
No.
expect us to
She's saying that.
Oh. Ingrid is kind of just like quietly sitting in the corner trying to fix her cards and unbend the ones that Kyrie bent.
Christia's, she hasn't really eaten anything yet, so she's just kind of chomping on some chips and salsa. She does
Chips
like a
and
little
salsa
wave.
and microgravity.
Genius.
Chips and salsa in microgravity.
Yeah, they're just floating around.
Yeah, the chips are floating around. The salsa's in like a little tube that she like squirts into her mouth when she puts a chip in.
Okay.
She has a little wave. Sorry, it is, my parents told me that it is, a bit, what is it, unprofessional to, talk to one we not talked to first.
Oh, I should have expected something dumb out of the Baroness. How do you? I would have expected someone with your background to make lieutenant straight out the bat. Why are you only an ensign?
Well, I do not like using my family's financial nor political standing to get a spot in life. I like to instead get it myself via what you say, kicking this shit out of the ones above me when I get the opportunity.
Naya laughs at that like, oh, well, I guess we do have something in common then. I'm not sure I expected that.
Well, there you have it. She's pretty skilled behind the controls, if I do say so myself. I wouldn't count her out.
Would you like some chips?
As you ask that question,
Oh, tell you, what's going on?
hold on.
Don't tell me.
Oh, fun. Huh?
Ingrid looks up, concerned.
A shipwide alarm interrupts you. Rio, the shipboard NHP, issues a general announcement. All hands to action stations. I repeat, all hands to action stations. This is not a drill. Set condition 1 Azure. Ready away ships for debarkation. All marine and pilot elements report to your assigned flight decks for briefing and assignment.
No, hail it. Alright, you heard the NHP, ladies. Let's get going.
Ingrid runs in the wrong direction at
Nice,
first
like,
and then fixes herself
the
and runs
fuck?
towards her.
You
correct
recall
location.
from your time at the academy and various drills that condition 1 Azure is to ready landing craft for departure. So whatever's happening is on the surface.
Yeah, like I said, Ingrid runs the wrong direction at first. And then
Naya
adjusts
waves to you
herself and
as
then
she
runs
goes her separate
towards
ways
her
to meet up with her own
correct
squad.
way. Yeah.
And right this way, Ingrid. Going the wrong way. Say to the right, then take a left. Going down the stairs to the mech wing. Alright?
The hangar deck
Over
is
here,
no less-
turtle.
The hangar deck is no less busy, with deckhands hurriedly prepping ships and chassis as Marines don armor and move double time into formation. Speakers crackle and display screens light up with the face of First Lieutenant Kim, looking even more serious than usual. To address the assembled troops on deck.
I'm sorry, I lost. Some of your stuff got cut out there. What?
Okay, I'll read it again. The hangar deck is no less busy, with deckhands hurriedly prepping ships and chassis as Marines don armor and move double time into formation. Speakers crackle and display screens light up with the face of First Lieutenant Kim, looking even more serious than usual as he begins to address the assembled troops on deck.
Ingrid looks at Lieutenant Kim and quietly asks, "What's going on?"
Well, he's on the display screen. But anyways.
Oh.
As of
Oh, she still
1400
asked what's going on,
hours,
not to
we are
Kim,
on
but to,
combat
like, the
alert.
people-
Several hours ago, we received a transmission from Ambassador Banerjee that civil defense warnings were being sounded across Novalicia. Then all communications with the service went dark, and we've been unable to raise the ambassador, the captain, or anyone up within the local government. Based on orbital flyover imagery gathered by Rio, it appears that Novalicia is under attack by Vestan sovereignty forces with significant deployment of mechanized chassis forces throughout the city. Cressidium is not officially a member of Union at this point. Militarily, we aren't authorized to intervene on behalf of the LSA in this conflict, but simply leaving Captain Ferris and Ambassador Banerjee to ride this out on their own is not an option. As such, after conferring with the other officers aboard this ship, it's been decided that we will be conducting a rescue operation with the primary objective of first locating, then securing the ambassador and the captain, and safely escorting them to an extraction point. Rules of engagement for this operation are that you are not to engage unless fired upon. Our main priority here is to bring our people home.
Alright, you heard the announcement. We're going in, we're doing a grab, we're getting them out.
So time to see
this sounds like fun.
Yeah, time to get in your mechs and load the mechs into the dropship.
Now, I trust y'all heard that we ain't supposed to fire unless fired upon, right?
Ingrid nods and hops in her mech.
Yeah, them's the orders. I don't care what we see down there. Gotta stay focused. We're just trying to get people out.
Oh my dieu, that man's jawline.
Yeah, you got all time to gawk later. We just gotta get going.
Anyways, after a delay, he returns to your intercom with more specific orders. Baker Wing, especially Baker 3, Baker 4, and Baker 5. Your squads will be meeting up at Forward Operating Base Saber and the old automotive factory where we previously set up a printer to demonstrate the technology to residents of Novalicia. You will be on reserve until we can further gather information on the situation at hand. And after that, he disappears from the screen.
Alright.
So let's...
Such a shame that he would not come back. My screen feels so empty.
I swear, the Kraken's a bit different. And now I just lock it down.
Garcia, if you could focus on the mission for once.
Ingrid gets
The shuttle
goggles
shudders
on.
as it detaches from the dock and heads towards Cressidia. There are no windows, of course, and your only indication of the movement is the shaking of the ship, as it is when you enter the atmosphere. Standard orbit to surface deployment protocols would be to ferry troops down to the surface in landing craft at designated operating bases for assignment, and in the case of pilots, chassis printing as required. At least that's how it's supposed to happen, but right now the area of operation is too hot to risk a conventional landing, and the clock is ticking fast. With the situation on the ground growing more critical by the hour, the XO has decided that a combat-ready strike force of mechanized chassis and marines will be fast deployed via dropships to secure the area, locate the captain, ambassador, and start for pickup. Your mech's in anyways. From up here, Cressidium looks peaceful. A shimmering jewel hanging in space. 10 seconds to drop. You take a breath as the pilot counts down. Inhale. Exhale. Then your stomach lurches as your clamps disengage and the dropship's thrusters kick into full burn. The ride is smooth at first. Atmospheric insertion nominal, no orbital defenses rising to greet you. It's all very textbook, straight out of the simulators. But the closer you get to the drop zone, the hotter things become, the pilots having to adjust their course to avoid greater concentrations of incoming fire. The ship jukes hard to narrowly avoid another incoming missile, and for a moment you think you're in the clear. Then a blinding beam of light suddenly lashes up from somewhere down below and an explosion rips through the hall. Shit! Starboard engine's blown! Stabilizers aren't responding! Mayday, mayday! This is Kingfisher 2-2! We are going down! Repeat, we are going! The crash is sudden and violent, slamming you around inside the cockpit of your chassis. But your cockpit is also what saves you as the dropship hits the ground hard and the sound of screeching metal. What's left of the dropship finally skids to a halt, and just as suddenly, it's all over, leaving you reeling and bruised. Your cockpit readouts blare with collision alarms, and your ears are ringing, but you're all still alive and your mech is in one piece. With nothing but static on all frequencies, you can assume that help isn't coming. For now, you're on your own. Time to get to work, pilot.
As Kyrie's like mech splayed out on the ground after crashing, she opens the comm link to her squad. All right, you three, sound off. I'll check comms just as soon as the cockpit stops spinning here.
Ingrid perks up, adjusting her goggles which had been pressed against her face from the heavy impact. I'm here.
Alright, that's
Is
one.
anyone else here? Hello?
Yep.
We're still here, don't you worry.
Alright, and Freya, come on. Know you in there.
Is Freya alright?
Well, she damn well better, babe. We haven't seen combat yet. Come on, Freya.
Freya! Freya! No!
Okay, Kyrie's gonna stand up in her frame and go over to
You may or may not
Freya's mech.
recognize the location you've dropped down in from both your GPS indicators and the maps you were shown during the briefing as Kermani Plaza, far off course from your intended location and in fact far behind enemy lines.
Stray flicks the forehead of Freya's neck. Hey, pretty girl, wake up.
Ingrid sees red liquid splattered all over Freya's cockpit. It's salsa.
Salsa.
Is this not a dream?
Jeez, it had me worried there for a sec, cause I'm starting to get scared.
My fucking head. I'm sorry.
It's alright, just take a moment to get your bearings. I want you to stay close, keep an eye out. Anubis, I want you on Overwatch, that sniper. Turtle, scan the comms, scan the area, try to find a target.
You have time to set up if you wish.
Can I scan the combat area?
What would you be hoping to gain from scanning the combat area?
Looking around for any survivors, other survivors, or enemies.
Well, the first thing you notice when checking out the dropship is that the cockpit is caved in. There's probably not much left of the pilots.
Okay, can I look around the area for any enemies?
You can
Can I look
hear
around scan?
gunfire both close and distant all around you.
Yeah, we can move anywhere around the green area, right?
Yeah. And you can do actions
Okay.
like set up turrets or you can set up turrets or cover if you want.
I still only see the Rio Grande.
Yeah,
Did you
should
not
I
get
roll
dragged here
my-
for some reason?
No.
Oh,
Should
It
I,
doesn't like me.
Stelly,
It's because
what
of the
fuck?
salsa.
Why
It
are
fucking
you
hates my
on here?
salsa.
I would love to set up my turrets, and I would love to set up my shield.
yeah, okay.
Why are you on a different scene than everyone? That's so strange.
Huh?
I'm cool.
Foundry moment. Hey, Gia.
I'm still here.
How do I drag a specific player to a place?
Oh.
I guess I'll just load the Rio Grande again and then load the
Oh.
and then load the map. And then see if that fixes Stelly.
Oh, perfect.
To be clear, the dropship crashed, not the whole Rio Grande, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the dropship.
Okay, now Stell's
Okay,
here.
there we
She
go.
never got brought onto the dropship screen either.
Okay. Hey, Gian, should I roll for engineer weapons now?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Let me see. Oh, hell yeah. Love to see it.
Could I place my deployable cover in my turrets, please?
Oh yeah, if the Rio Grande crashed, a significant fraction of Nova Licia would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can place your deployable cover. Where do you want it?
Just right in front of me is fine.
So like here?
Yeah.
Okay, can I
As long as
place
I can
them on the
fire-
opposite side?
Yeah,
Can I place the-
towards the street a little bit. That way we have some more cover and we can fire behind them.
So like this.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We
Yeah.
have the deployable cover that comes up to my shins. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
we're
can't use
also
the cover
hiding
because you're too
behind
big.
Yeah, right?
There are survivors.
Could I put a turret on the opposite side from the cover?
Sure.
Right down where my cursor is, somewhere here.
Yeah. So Carrie will look over to Freya and her mech.
Oh no, I meant over more south from that.
Oh, like on the south side?
Yeah. Yeah.
And could I put 2 of my turrets on each side of the deployable cover?
Remember, you only have 3 total for the mission.
Oh,
you can
we'll just put
deploy.
1 then.
Yeah. But yes, I'll deploy your turret as well.
Thank you.
Like here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Okay, and what are your final positions?
It's a good question. You know what? Bring me over here.
Okay, wait, no, then I'm gonna follow you. Ingrid is
uh,
just gonna follow.
These
Yeah.
ruins are
Stay
hard
around,
cover. These
but
ruins
she's
are both
not
hard cover
sure.
and difficult terrain, by the way.
Oh, gotcha. Here, actually, now that I have my brain functioning, I'm gonna go up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what's left of the dropship is big enough for me to use as cover.
Yes.
Yeah, Ingrid, unsure about what's going on and feeling a little bit scared, just keeps following Kyrie as she walks around.
Okay, yeah, this will be Kyrie's final position where she's at right now. And as for Freya's question, she'll say, well, it doesn't look like we got any survivors on the dropship, but it's a shame. Just don't think about that right now. It's not important.
Okay.
Alicia?
Have you set on your final positions?
Aye.
A burst of gunfire flies over the heads, like over the wreckage, and you hear a voice over loudspeaker.
Union identified trans-atmospheric craft and any survivors of the wreck of such. Come out, lay your weapons down, exit your vehicles, and exit the wreckage with your hands up, or you will be fired upon. You are now in the custody of the Vestan Sovereignty Armed Forces and will be treated as a prisoner of war with all according measures of decency afforded by agreed upon treaties.
Oh shit.
And you see a group of mechs heading up the road from the same direction you crashed down in, obviously having set out to find the crash.
Say, Anubis,
Yes, ma'am.
why don't you give him a reply?
I can do that. I'm not about to be someone's pet again.
And let's get the combat started. Toto, you're standing on her space.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. I didn't know I could even do that. I didn't realize.
Oh.
Start of round 1.
All right, what are your orders, Kyrie?
Well, she basically told Anubis to give him a reply, so I think Anubis will go first. If that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, but did you want to give her like a specific order?
She can't use leader until her turn, but she's just gonna like point at the little hive sort of squatted between the legs of the big old bastion. Let's see that hive back there.
I do. Though I don't think I can get a clean shot from here.
Okay. How about the assault?
How's a mortar sound, Captain?
Alright, I'll start Remmy's turn. You might want to turn off measure with difficult terrain.
Oh. Thank you. Would I be able to, Vivi, would I be able to aim at that hive from here with my sniper? I don't think so, because the Bastion unit, correct?
Indeed, the Bastion blocks it. It counts as hard cover for them. It has the same property Pirate's Mech does.
Fair enough. Well, let's give the Bastion something to play with. Can I roll to fire my anti-material with the Bastion?
Sure.
Excellent.
Remember, target the Bastion, then use the thing.
Yeah. Select token, Bastion. There you are. Does it have any sort of cover?
Not really.
All right,
it has
let's
to
go.
be next to it has to be next to cover to use it. Although it is it's partially obstructing you, but it needs to be next to cover to actually use it, so it doesn't count.
Let's give it a shot.
And it does nothing.
Oh.
The Bastion blocks the anti-material rifle shot with the arm, and the pilot it replies back on loudspeaker.
Very well. We'll do this the hard way.
Well, Cap, that didn't work. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, it's their turn now, right?
Mm-hmm. One of the Kerberoses will activate. We'll move to here. And then it doesn't have anything to do, so it'll just move to here. It can't safely boost to cover on the other side, so. Who wants to go next?
I wouldn't
Can I
mind.
fix another turret? Okay. Captain.
That's